ladies. So today, sorry, my hair's in my eye. Today I am starting my vlogging sessions again. Kind of was trying to get my menstrual cycle on as normal as it's gonna possibly be or get. So I've been taking progesterone and inducing my menstrual cycles, working on losing weight. So yeah, now I am on my way to my doctor's appointment, and we are doing my ultrasound to check my follicles, and also some blood work, because my husband and I will be doing Clomid with IUI. Yay! So that's kind of what we're doing today. I'm stuck in traffic right now, so I'm sorry if I'm looking everywhere, but I'll have a video later on of me like sitting still. But in the meantime, that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully it's all good news and nothing but moving forward from this point on. Everything's been going pretty good though. I'm on cycle day 3. And it's really weird because I want to say it's 2, but I know it's 3. It's just, I'm so used to having a menstrual cycle for so long and it being extremely heavy the entire time, that the fact that my menstrual cycle lasts no longer than about 6 or 7 days now, and it is, well, this one is like extremely light. Like, it's not like nowhere near what I'm used to. So that's what's making it weird for me. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm even on my menstrual. And they're like, okay, what day did the flow actually start? And I'm like, well, if that's the case, I would be considered day 3, cycle day 3. But I mean, I still feel like I'm in spotting phases. I mean, of course, it's heavier than a spotting phase, but at the same time, it's like not the normal menstrual that I'm used to, so I'm not sure. So hopefully my doctor can clear that up for me today, because I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cycle day 3, though. I'm saying cycle day 3. Hopefully everybody else will say the same thing. So, and I had a BBT that I took this morning at 6 a.m. It was 97, 79. I just read a 79. 97.33. I don't remember what it was yesterday, but I'll check my charting record for that to see what it was yesterday. I didn't take it on cycle day 1. I started it on cycle day 2. And today, of course. So, I will hopefully I'm supposed to be there at 9:15, and it's 8:55. Traffic is just starting to clear up a little bit. So, hopefully I can get there in time, but I will make a video of my day and what I'm doing. Plus, I want to show you guys like my really cool, like, you guys know that, well, some of you know that I love crocheting and knitting now. So I have like tons of things that are keeping me occupied, especially since I'll eventually be in my 2-week wait, and I'm gonna need something to distract me. So yay, I'm super excited. So I'll show you guys that stuff later on today. But until then, I will talk to you all soon. Hey ladies, okay, so I had a little time before I have to go back to work, so I thought that I'd just make this video and give some information. So, today, like I was saying earlier, that I was going to my doctor's appointment to get my ultrasound and my blood levels checked for my FSH and my estrogen, and don't know what that came out to be yet, but my ultrasound, it definitely was good, and they said that my ovaries look good and stuff. So I wasn't, I guess my thing is, I knew that eventually, like, we'd be going through the Clomid with an IUI stage. I knew that we would be starting that soon, but the thing was, I wasn't 100% sure, like, I wasn't 100% sure when that was going to happen, you know? Like, I know that we've been working on getting my menstrual cycles in order, and I know that this past, well, the one that I'm on now, we had to induce, like, all of my menstrual cycles lately, we've had to induce, and using progesterone, and it works. It's totally, like I said earlier, it's totally better because I don't have menstrual cycles for so long. So I guess in my mind, like, I knew that, you know, we were going to be talking a little bit about what was going to be next. But at the same time, it's like, I thought, like, there was more work to be done, if that makes any sense. Like, I felt like there was more things that needed to be clarified. There was more things that needed to be, looked at. More things that needed, I guess, I don't even know. Like, I really don't know. Like, I don't know what my mind thought. Like, I knew what I was going in there for. I know what's coming, but I didn't know it was going to come back quick. Like, so I guess the only thing that they were waiting on was for me to go and see this other specialist, because I was having blood problems previously, like I've stated before, about my, abnormal menstrual cycles, where I would bleed for a very, 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 very long time, and resulted in me having to get blood transfusions, which started kind of like a, not a virus or a disease or anything like that, but it formed some blood complications, which resulted in me being severely anemic. Like, I take iron pills out of this world. Like, I take them at least 3 or 4 times a day, and every day. And I eat foods that help with iron. And every time I go and get my blood work done, I kid you not, they always come back to me and they're like, "Do you know you're severely anemic?" And I'm like, yeah, like, there's absolutely nothing working. So I know that that was becoming a problem, but I was just waiting for it to rise, So they were waiting on me to go and see the specialist, basically, to tell them what I needed to do, like what I needed to do, if I needed to start with a new medication that was going to monitor or alter that situation, or if I was in the clear to move forward with starting, my family. So the doctor told me there's absolutely nothing to worry about. She was like, at this point, there's nothing you can do. Like, it's so far gone that it's like nothing you can do. All we can do is monitor it if your husband turns out to be a positive as well. So he's going to get tested and see if he has that positive antibody, and if he does, then all that means is that my child is going to come out severely anemic, and that I will have to be monitored during my pregnancy. That's it. And if he comes out negative, then we're a go. Like, there's no problems. They might check just to make sure, but in the meantime, there's nothing. She was like, really, honestly, even if we have to be monitored, like, there's nothing you need to be like, oh my gosh, flipping out over. So, when I got to the doctors today, they did, the first thing they did was my blood work, and then they took me to a room and told me to wait to get my ultrasound done, and then this random woman walks in the room. Like, mean, she wasn't random, but she was random because I've never seen her before. Like, ever since I've been going through this process, like, I've been with the same doctor every time. Like, I've had the same person dealing with me, talking with me, letting me know what's going on. The only other person that is not talking to me, that is not him talking to me, is his nurse or, the administrative people in the front, like the receptionist. Like, that's it. So I'm like, when she walked in the room, I was like, I had to literally clarify who I was because I wanted to make sure she knew what room she just walked into. And I'm like, I've never seen you before. So, she was like, so yeah, you're supposed to go see a doctor and about, your blood levels. And I was like, oh, I did. Like, I did that on Monday. And, I called you guys right after I left there to make my appointment to come and see you because my doctor told me once I saw them and I got whatever I needed, the information, like, she didn't do any blood work or anything. Like, she just took me to the back and talked to me for like 10 minutes about what my situation is, and then that was it. So I'm like, obviously, I'm in the clear. So, she was like, oh, okay, so did she tell you, like, it's okay? And I was like, yeah, she said there's no worries. Like, I do not need to, like, hold out or anything like that. So she was like, okay, so let me go and let them know so that they can draw up the paperwork. And she was like, so you're doing the Clomid with IUI? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking, like, because, I kid you not, I literally, like, took this, like, 2-page paper of questions. Like, I had questions for days because this is my problem. Like, I get on YouTube, I get on the internet, and I start searching stuff. And I'm, like, looking at people with IUI. I'm looking at people that have PCOS and have had IUIs or have taken Clomid and what their success rates have been. And I'm just like, I'm flipping out. So I don't know. Like, I have no idea where to put my mind right now. Like, I'm excited because it's moving forward, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm not worried either. So, because I'm like, just don't want to be one of those people, that feel like they put so much money into that and then it just never works, Especially with PCOS, it's like hard. So, hello, I clearly haven't been pregnant. So I'm like, I know it's hard. But, yeah, I just feel like, what the heck? Be excited. So what? But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, please work. Because this is so expensive. And, like, I don't know. Like, I can't. Oh, my gosh. This is a lot. Like, yeah, TTC can get pretty pricey. And I'm like, this IUI stuff is going to take a real toll on my pocketbook. And I can't. I cannot. I guess when I get to that point, when I get to that bridge, that's what I keep telling myself. When you get to that bridge, you'll cross it. But I just keep thinking, like, all this money that I've been doing so far, I could not see myself doing that 3 more times. Like, and then if it doesn't work, then going through IVF, like, oh my gosh. So we're not even going to talk about that. Like, that's the path. Like, that's what the game plan is for plan A through Z. But I'm not even looking at B through Z right now. I'm looking at A. So we're just going to focus on A. And so when she came in, she did my ultrasound and she was like, everything looks good. Your ovaries are really nice and all that stuff. So I was like, cool. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be my, testing. I don't know what tests I was thinking that they were going to still have to do because I've done every test you could think of previously. So I'm like, I don't know. So I'm getting ready to go get some more tests done. And then probably next month or the month after, we'll start the Clomid and IUI. I walk out of the room and the lady's like, okay, yeah, come on back and let's talk and let's see what our next game plan is. So I'm like, okay, cool, or whatever. Once again, another person I don't even know and I've never seen before, but it's cool. So I'm like, okay, let me get this situated with her, and we figure out what's going to happen next. You know, when am I going to start my Clomid? So I'm getting my list together, okay? Because I'm like, I got questions. I need to know when things are going to happen. When are we moving forward? Like, what's next? That's my question. And what's going to happen when what's next comes, you know? So, I get to the back and she pulled out this paper and she's like, okay, so you're going to be taking the Clomid and you're going to start the Clomid. I want you to have taken the Clomid on cycle day 3 through 7. And then on cycle day 12, you will come in and we will check your follicles. And then if good, then we'll do your trigger shot, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. And then I start really looking at the paper and I'm like, wait, there's dates on there. So I'm like, what dates are those? And she was like, oh, you're starting the Clomid today. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, oh yeah, no, I have the prescription and everything for you. You're going to go pick that up today. You're cycle day 3. Like, you're ready. You're ready to start. And I'm like, seriously? Like, what? Are you crazy right now? Like, I was not prepared for that. I was thinking, like, next month, you know, when I have a fresh menstrual after all this blood work or whatever. I didn't know what the heck they were waiting on, but I knew what I was thinking I was waiting on. So, she gave me the prescription and she was like, yeah, and then you have to order the Overdrill and they'll ship it to your house. Just keep it in your fridge and you'll give yourself the injection. That's where I was like, hold on. There is no other person, like, there's no other way to do this because I'm sorry, but I cannot give myself a shot. And I do not, no. See, my husband can't do a shot either because he'd be like, where'd I put it? Oh, so I can't. I'm like, can I bring it in and somebody gives it to me? Does that cost more? Like, because I'm nervous about that part. Like, I know the needle's not that big. I know. And I know it's over quick, but I'm just like, I guess I gotta go back to YouTube and start watching some more videos about that because I need to know. But I guess, yeah, like, so I dropped off my prescription and my Clomid will be ready. They said, I don't know, it's 11:27 right now. So they said that it will be ready by anytime after 12. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go pick that up. And then within the next couple days, I'm supposed to hear from the woman about the Overdrill. And she said that it could be anywhere from free to $100. So, depending on what my insurance covers. So, we'll see what that turns out to be. Anywho, I guess I'm trying to be kosher. In between working my business and keeping my mind just going, like, I know it's a lot of money, but you're going to make more money. Like, you're going to always make more money. Just keep moving and don't think of it like that because, oh my gosh, like, it's so serious. So, in the meantime, like I was saying earlier, I have been finding things to occupy myself. Sorry, ladies. Okay, so I had to click out because I had to go to work a little bit. I ran out of time. I was talking too much. So, anywho, now I have a little bit more time to talk. So, I, like I was saying in my last little clip, I have been, like, crafting, you know, and I've been making, like, a ton of stuff. So, sorry, I hit the camera. One of the things that I've been making, like, I've learned how to knit. So, I've been knitting a scarf. I've only done this for, like, a few minutes. Like, I haven't really done it for a long period of time. But I've been knitting a scarf, and it's going to be, like, a really, really long, making it really, really long, and then I'm going to, like, probably, I'll either keep it like this or attach the two ends together and make it like an infinity. So I've been doing that, and then I've also got this really cute yarn. Like, okay, so my favorite time of the year is like Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Since we're getting ready to be in the month of October, like, I'm like, okay, I need to start making some stuff because this year I'm gonna be gifting a lot of handcrafted things. I'm kind of getting into that a little bit. So I've made a baby blanket, I've made a baby hat, baby booties. I've been crocheting Winnie the Pooh, so I've got like his body and his nose and stuff, and I have to like sew it all together, and I have his arms, his t-shirt, his sweater. It's really cute. But like, I am going to be making things for people this year, and I don't know what yet, but who knows, whatever I come across. A lot of times I make things that fit what other people like. Like, if you, like, for my husband, I told him I'm making him some socks. Because he is always, and I found this really, really cool, like, knitted, like, actual, they look like real socks. Like, you bought them from the store. So, I'm going to be knitting him some socks. And that's not going to be, like, his Christmas present or anything like that. But, like, I'm knitting him some socks. Because I'm like, I can pay a lot cheaper for yarn and, you know, knit a whole bunch of socks versus buying a pack from Walmart. That's just me. So, between my mother and I, we've become like the knitting and crocheting queens. So, with that being said, with my favorite time of year being like, you know, that type of holidays, the Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff, I found this really, really cute yarn, and my phone's ringing. Okay, sorry about that. So, like I was saying, I found this yarn, and I'm gonna make a t-shirt out of it. My mom made one, and it was all white, and it was so cute. Like, it was like an off-the-shoulder kind of shirt, and it was super cute. So I was like, I want to make that too. So I found this yarn, and I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect for that time of year. So with like some jeans and a dark top underneath, or even a light color top underneath. But I don't know, we'll see. But so yeah, that was another one of my projects that I've been working on. But yeah, between me and my mom, we make so much stuff. Like, she's the one, like, we both inspired each other to start crocheting and knitting, and it's perfect for me because I have so much going through my mind half the time. Like, everything is like going crazy that it's kind of hard to focus, you know, and stop worrying and stressing. And when I have a good movie on and maybe a snack and I'm crocheting or knitting, oh my gosh, it's like heaven. Like, nothing in the world can faze me. So, one of my other it's very important to me because I'm making it for someone, and it's kind of a surprise. I didn't tell her that I'm making it for her or anything like that, but it's for a dear friend who is also TTCing and been having, you know, some struggles. And I feel like I just wanted to, you know, give her some type of inspiration, you know, even though I'm having my moments. I'm really, really putting a lot into this one. It's taking a lot of yarn. I think I've bought like maybe 25 things of yarn, big old things, not even that size, like bigger than that, and to make this blanket for her. And I'll show you a little piece of it. So this one's not done all the way yet, but I'll have to frill up these ends, like, I mean, not frill them up, but like, close them off so that they're not hanging anymore. But it's a rainbow, right? And then on the little thing, you can see the little clouds. They're called popcorn clouds or popcorn stitch or something like that. I don't know. Because they look like little popcorns. Like, if I can... They really look like little popcorns. It's so cute. So, what the blanket is a whole bunch of these. Like, I have to make... Oh, my gosh. I have to make, like, 35 of these. Plus 14 of them have to be like halves of these, So it won't be a full one, it'd be a half of one. Like this way. So, I'm making these, and then at the end, I'm going to sew them all together. And it's going to make a blanket. And it's going to be like a rainbow blanket. Because, like... With this TTC thing, it's definitely like you're looking for your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So, I was really inspired by this pattern when I found it, because I saw a picture of it and I was like, that would be so perfect to make for her. Like, and it's weird because nobody else came to mind except for her. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to make that. So, I'll eventually launch, who it's for, when I'm done and when she receives it. But I know from time to time, she gets on and, she'll watch my videos, and I don't want her to hear that it's her, so. And the thing is, the person that it is wouldn't even think that it'd be her. She'd probably be like, oh, that's so cute. You're making that for somebody. That's so sweet. So, yeah. So this is like my near and dear project right now. Like, I've probably made, it looks like I only have one, but I don't. I have like 20, either 18, anywhere between 18 and 20 of them. Like, almost 20. And, so I'm almost there. Probably, like, within the next couple weeks, I'll be done with it. And then I can sew it all together and make it into the blanket. And it's, even though it's not a baby blanket completely, but it'd be bigger than a baby blanket. But it's something, like, sentimental, you know what I mean? And I just love, like, all the different colors, and... I don't know. I just love everything about this. Like, everything about this is phenomenal. So, those are the things that I've been doing to occupy my time other than when I work. So, I know this, baby journey has been crazy. Like, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this day to happen where I will be starting my Clomid and things like that, and I'm just like overexcited. Sorry, I'm playing with the fringes. I'm overexcited about that because I'm just like, I really, really, really want this baby. Like, I dream of this baby. Like, I can only imagine what my life is going to be like with this baby. And I'm like, it's going to be awesome. So, the thing is, though, if you guys have seen my video before where I had a I had a meltdown, okay? And, it was because my husband's family is not, really supportive, not really, like, they're not. And it's kind of depressing because I would love to include them, but at the same time, I don't want them in my business because of how negative they are, So I don't even want them knowing about me trying and stuff, which is kind of sad, but Who cares? But my thing is, like, I feel like, and this is me, like, venting, like, I had to ask my husband the other day, I was like, what are we gonna do about everybody after, when I get pregnant, when I'm having baby showers, because I'm gonna probably end up having two, because I live in Texas, and majority of my family is in California, so, yeah, gonna have to figure out something. But, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Because I want them to be a part of, our lives in that aspect. But then again, I don't. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I know a lot of things with them have been so bad. Like, the way that they act is, like, ridiculous. And I'm just like, I know how they treated me. I know how they treat each other. And I know how they treated my husband. And it makes me feel like I don't ever want my kids to ever have to go through that. Like, to feel that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they'll be invincible and that they'll be, just shut off to all negativity in the world. But, why put yourself in that harm? You know what I mean? Like, why purposely cause that harm, knowing that I could protect you from it? That's my thing. And I told my husband, I was like, you know what? All I can do is pray, because I have no idea how I'm going to feel about that. Like, I have no idea about coming to visit. I have no idea. Like, I don't even want to be there. I don't even want to go. I don't go. I'm not around them. I don't see them. So I can't really, I guess, picture myself being with them, with my child. Like, because if I don't even want to be there now, I can't even imagine how I would feel. I'd be so protective. Like, no. No. And to me, I don't feel wrong about it, because I didn't make that bed. So I don't have to lay in it. Like, I didn't make that. You did, Like, you put yourself in that situation. So now you have to deal with that, not me. So why should I, monitor or alternate or alter my life for you because you want to be who you are? Well, then you can be who you are by yourself. Like, that's how I feel. And I feel like I'm going to be way too protective of my kid. And if I'm already, like, at that point where you cross me the wrong way, like, we're going to have a problem, I can't even imagine what I'd be like if I was my kid. Like, I'd be like, okay, yep, it's over. So I don't even want to get into that situation. So I'm just like, I told my husband, I was like, for the sake of you, like, I'll definitely pray about it and see where God leads it, because I don't know what could happen from here. I don't know what could happen tomorrow. But I do know, as of right now, that is not even a negotiation. Like, and I only wanted to have that conversation with him because I felt like that was something that was bothering him in some kind of way. You know what I mean? So I felt like I might want to have this, sit down with him and see where his mind is about this, so that he can completely understand where I'm coming from and why I feel the way that I feel. And I'm not trying to justify the way I feel. I'm not trying to say that I'm right. I'm not trying to say that I'm wrong. I'm just putting it out there that I know that this is the process that we're about to be going through, and I know the things that we're about to be, dealing with, but I do need you to understand where I'm coming from with this situation, because this situation will not change just because we did, just because our situation did, because we have a new, something happening. I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, now it's okay to include the family, because it's not. So let me know what you guys think about that. Like, I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Like I said, I'm not trying to be wrong or right. I'm just trying to put out there how I feel about it. And being the fact of what I've been through with this journey, I don't want anybody that's going to mess up my happiness. I'm not saying that anybody will control that. It's just the fact that I'm not even trying to put you in that situation to think that you can even dwell within that joy that I have at that moment. Like, I'm doing this for me, not for your benefit. You know what I mean? Like I said, they made that bed, they have to lay in it. I don't, because I didn't make that. I am the sweetest person you'll ever meet. And so it's really, really difficult for me to be like, why do you treat me like that? Like, what did I do? Absolutely nothing. And it's harder too because my husband always tells me, I'm like, I would love to include your mom and stuff in the journeys that we're going through. And after I had my surgeries and all that stuff, that all the medications and doctor's appointments, and my mom was so excited to go when she came down here to visit me. And I'm like, I wish I could have this all the time. And it's like, he was like, but it wouldn't be worth it. Like, it wouldn't be worth it because all it would do is give her something else to talk about. And, negative. And it would just not be worth it. So I'm like, being the fact that you could tell me that, I don't foresee how this is going to work out. So I know I have talked forever and so much to say, but I've noticed that this always happens every time because I be gone for so long. I really be gone for so long, and I'd be like, I need to like fill people in. So this is what I'm doing now. I will be starting my Clomid as of today. Yay. And I will keep updated now that things are happening, and that was always my problem with like having daily vlogs or more than once every blue moon, because I felt like I had nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, here I am supposed to be TTCing, but like, what do I talk about? Because at that point, all it was is the same thing, just monitoring my menstrual cycles, like trying to get me back on task. That was all it was. But now I feel like I have actual cycle days. I'm actually tracking BBTs. I'm taking fertility medications. So there's gonna be symptoms 9 times out of 10. If there's a symptom to something, this one will get it. I'm always feeling something, and I'd be like, yeah, this is not, this is it. So you'll know about all that. And then, of course, taking, other stuff. And then I have IUIs coming, like, before the end of this month. I will be inseminated. That's so weird to say, but I will be inseminated. So I'm like, there's so much to talk about. Like, by next month, I could be pregnant, and it's so much to catch people up on, and I don't want to leave people like, what? Like, when I come back and be like, you're pregnant, like, you just had, okay. So I'm just going to keep updated. And then also because, like I said, I didn't really see too many people, talking about their IUI with Clomid success rates or defaults while having PCOS and plus size girl. So I'm like, even though a lot of people are like, oh, whatever, you're still a woman, but you don't understand, like, with those aspects, a lot of things come and make things harder sometimes. And I was literally searching. I found some, but it wasn't a lot, and then some of them didn't really do a lot that much. And I know I'm probably one of those people that did that, but I'm getting better, so that's awesome. But yeah, here's my extra long vlog, and cheers to starting something new and starting this Clomid, and I will be updating every day because I want people to know, like, how it feels and what I'm going through and what symptoms may be for people that are considering it. And yes, just everything. And how my journey turns out. So, wish me luck, girls. I will talk to you all later. Love you.